Hello, everyone. This is the week 2 check-in video. First thing I want to point out is that you'll see that there's a review video that came out, I guess yesterday, about the week 1 discussion board. That's something that'll be done on a weekly basis. As I said in the announcement, I think it's worth watching, not just because you're in the class, you're thinking about the subject. But I think it'll just help you in the course. I think that things come up in those discussion boards and in my response to them that should help you in the course. Get a better grasp of the material. So I would highly recommend actually watching those videos. I also want to point out that if you look on the Canvas site, you'll see that the the study question review videos, that week by week, the review videos for each set of study questions will open up, and the one for Epicurus is now open. I would highly recommend you watch these because I do not give you feedback on your individual study question responses. What I do is make a video in which I discuss the kind of answers I was looking for, and it's really up to you to look at your responses, look at the video, compare the two, and get yourself up to speed. And keeping in mind that both you have the essay assignment that really requires that you kind of be able to focus in on a central question having to do with the material in the unit, and you are thinking ahead to a final exam where you'll be asked to, comprehensive final exam, and you will be asked about all the material you've read for the course. So having a firm grip on it is obviously important for doing well, and this is one of the things that should help you. Your first essay is not due till February 13th. That'll be after we have finished this first unit on Epicurus. Okay, so we're reading Nagel. I've made I think quite a few videos here. I may add even more. It's not an easy read. It's an academic philosopher writing for other academics. I don't think it's incredibly difficult, but I think that this is one of those occasions in the class where the videos could really help. Because it's I try to walk you through it because I think it's, there's 4 videos. It's probably close to an hour's worth of, well, not an hour's worth, maybe 45 minutes, 40 minutes worth of material. No, about half an hour, I'm sorry. I would use the video. It's not the easiest thing, but you do have to, have a grasp of this. And that really obviously starts not with watching videos, but reading it. The Nagel, one of the things to keep in mind, what Nagel is really doing in this essay is that although it's called simply death, that's not a good name for what he's doing, because what he's doing is much more particular than that. That is, he's not really giving us a comprehensive, holistic view on death. He's doing something much more particular, and that is trying to refute the Epicurean conclusion that death is not a bad thing for the one who dies. And so he's not giving us really, I would say, any grand characterization of death. He's focused much more on trying to refute that idea. What you'll see, and this is said in the videos, is that he kind of takes it for granted that Epicurus's general idea that death is the absolute end of the person is correct. But the difference is that Nagel does not believe that it follows from that death can't be thought of as a bad thing for the person who dies, right? And so the name of the essay, it would be better if it was on the badness of death, or Epicurus's mistake, or something like that would indicate that what he's really doing here is just specifically trying to establish that at least some of the time, not all the time, but at least some of the time, death is indeed bad for the one who dies. So the second week of the course, you should really give yourself more time to read, because it's a longer and more demanding reading than last week. It's no more profound because hard to get more profound than Epicurus, but it's longer and more complicated.